was real young. Her best friend is a skinhead chick. She knows an Asian boy named Yick. Caitlin, she is very chic, but I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike. And I am still in love with that girl named...
You're listening to I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a Degrassi podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah Eagle.
Oh, hello.
And Rick Johnson.
Did you almost say your name was Hannah Eagle at the beginning there?
Did I? What? Huh?
Hello, my name is Hannah Eagle, and this is Hannah Eagle and Hannah Eagle.
Hannah Eagle.
So I do
There was some hesitation.
Oh, by Hannah or me?
No, I didn't say anything. I do my little weird voice.
I was thinking about something when I was doing it because I do this other podcast, and when I do the intro, it's called Music, It's Powerful Stuff, and sometimes I'm like, you're listening to music, you're watching Music, It's Powerful Stuff live at District Recording. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah Eagle.
Is everyone, when that happens, does the band, like, who the fuck is Hannah Eagle?
No, I catch myself, but I've done it a couple times where I'm ready to say my co-host. So we've hit, I don't know if this is the Rolls Royce, but it's up there in terms of memorability, emotionality, and just heart-thumping craziness. This is episode 149 for us, and it's Time Stands Still Part 1. Hannah, who sings Time Stands Still?
I meant to look this up when I saw the title of this episode. I was like,
just don't look it up. Just don't look it up. My favorite thing is watching you flounder around with this.
Stand Still. Is there any context clues to the name of the song?
I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is.
Canadian royalty.
Oh, is it
I guess too.
Alanis Morissette?
No.
Gosh damn. I love that we both said Alanis Morissette.
Did you say the guess? Did you say the guess? Oh, no. I thought you said the Guess Who. I was like, weird, but.
The Tubes.
Sure. The Tubes?
Wasn't that a band? I feel like there's an
SEC
thing with the Tubes.
The Tubes, yeah, for sure. One in a million is there. Canadian royalty would be.
Maybe one of the biggest.
80s Canadian royalty.
The biggest?
Loverboy?
No.
Is it later than that? After that? Corey Hart?
The answer to that question is it's all of the above.
Oh, geez. Not Rush.
It's Rush.
It's Rush.
No way.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like weird, like, Geddy Lee's playing a headless Steinberger with a ponytail bass.
Wow.
Era Rush.
Geddy Lee. I was about to say rest in peace, but that was Neil Peart. Oops.
Yeah.
The reason I was hesitant on Rush is because I thought Rush had previous song titles, but maybe that was just because we were talking with Michael LaBelle about Rush.
That might be it. But also in this season, there were two Police titles in a row. So
yeah,
I think all bets are off.
Yeah.
As far as these
all bets are off from here on out.
Okay, so the heaviness starts. We are going into, it's a weird episode because Rick he's kind of like cheerful. He like feels like, oh, I'm ready to.
Him as manic.
Yeah, no, that's a good description. Yeah. But why even give a synopsis? Let's just go into it. Hannah, how does it start?
Well, it starts maybe my favorite way an episode has ever started, which is Rick wearing a little French pompadour. Is that what it's called?
Beret.
And just sort of skipping to class, which is weird because I was just like, he's already getting bullied. Why did he wear that hat?
It looks good.
It looks okay. It looks better than Spinner's hair looks.
Oh, man.
Which is so weird because I had that hair for so long. So I don't know why I'm talking shit.
Do you know what that haircut is called?
What is it called?
The Squeeb or McSqueeb, modeled after Tony Hawk, the famous skateboarder.
I had that hair for so long I never knew it had a name.
Yeah.
It's so greasy, his hair.
It's so good. Love it.
And anyway, they throw his little hat in the garbage, and then they trick him into, which I was like, he kind of walked right into that, but they tricked him into going to look for his hat, and then they threw him in the garbage.
So you're saying he deserved to get thrown in the garbage?
I said he deserves it. And I understand it. Well, first of all, yeah, I don't feel bad for Rick. I guess I should. They want me to.
The weird thing is that this whole scenario that's about to go down, it feels like there was a very misstep in the reintegration of Rick into the Degrassi school.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's really talking about how he comatose one of their friends.
That's what I'm saying. And she's still in the hospital, or she just is gone now, I guess.
Yeah. Like, Radditch is just like, not my problem that you comatose somebody.
That was the best. When he was like, do you want me to tell another student to like you more? I refuse. I will do nothing. I instead will do nothing.
I got too much work to do here, Rick.
Okay. No one brought up Arthur Kowalski with his beret, which I'm surprised Rick didn't say anything.
Do you think that was a throwback? Do you think Linda Schuyler's like, we got to work a beret in here somehow?
There's a lot of throwbacks in these. Spoiler alert, I already watched both of them. I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of throwbacks in all these episodes. Because at one point, Joey says like...
Let's talk about it when we get there.
Okay.
That's a pretty good bombshell, what you're about to say.
Okay, so Rick, take it after the opening credits.
Okay, so Spinner comes in super hot into the parking lot. His car is so messed up still. Just like a real hoopty. And then Rick...
hoopty.
Rick is just fanning the fire by spray painting X's on stuff. Like,
he can't control his rage.
Yeah. Where did he get that?
He says he has a control on it.
Yeah, where did he get that spray paint from is what I want to know.
He went to the corner store. Right down the street.
Okay. Oh, there might have been a can of spray paint in that garbage.
Ooh.
Never thought about that.
Yeah.
Wow. Good thinking, Rick. Oh, is that coffee?
No, it's hot water with lemon.
That's Mike's style.
To keep my youthful appearance, so I can look like Hannah Eagle.
Yeah, just like really massaging my instrument, my vocal instrument.
The best part of this episode is when Craig walks down the stairs with his hands down his pants.
I don't even remember that.
I do. I wrote down, Craig is sick. Okay. Does that mean both his hands need to be down the front of his pants? While there's like people in the house, like strangers.
Like the most classic realtor I've ever seen in my life. That is like a realtor right there.
It looked like the secretary from Degrassi Junior High just
Doris Bell
into being a realtor.
I'm watching the hands in the pants. It's only singular. It's his right hand, by the way.
But it comes out and goes back in. I feel.
Yeah. He goes in deep.
Yeah.
It's full hand down pants. I just want to know if that slipped by, or if it was instructed for him to do that. Or
he was acting. He was acting. He's an actor.
That's acting 101.
They gave him direction to say, "You just woke up. You're coming down the stairs," and he's like, "This is what I do in real life.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm going to do."
And they're like, "You're about to say the line, I have clammy hands and a sore throat. So like, do with that what you will." And he thought, I'm going to stick them down my pants.
Do you think he's got clammy hands because they were down his pants?
It can't help.
Yeah.
No,
it can't help.
100%.
Smelly hands too.
Yeah.
So do you want to add anything with this interaction with Joey and the realtor and Craig?
Am I like, this like Joey selling his house thing has come on pretty fast, right? Am I dreaming? Did we talk about this already?
There's been hints. There's been hints of him having financial problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, when Craig bought that $6,000 Fender Stratocaster,
I remember that.
That's the genesis of I'm losing the car dealership. But it feels like I may be thinking about this too logically. if I have a failing car dealership, maybe I would just maybe I would just stop being a car salesman and try to do something else because I already got a house. What are you gonna do? Yeah, are you gonna try? Is the money that you say earn from selling your house gonna really save your car dealership if it's not making money now?
It's not. It sounds like he's about to get in way over his head.
Yeah.
Well, it seems I don't remember what was the financial situation of Canada in 2004, but it seemed to be doing well in episode 1 of season 1. He even had commercials.
Yeah.
And now
That's
it's barely hanging on. Maybe this is all he knows. Like he wasn't. What was his learning disability, Hannah?
He had dyslexia, I believe.
No. Dysgraphia.
Dysgraphia.
They really don't want to say dyslexia because Liberty's also got dyscalculia.
Yeah.
Dysgraphia. What was dysgraphia again? He can't.
Similar to dyslexia.
Yeah.
All the words on the page beats around or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's worth
Similar. When you were talking about coffee earlier, Hannah.
Yeah.
I am, after 50 plus years on this planet, I am now a coffee junkie. I'm a Java junkie.
What you weren't before?
No, I never drank coffee, but
what was the turn? Because I am also not on that. I'm not a Java junkie yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I just my wife drinks coffee, and I've always enjoyed the taste and smell of coffee, like in desserts, etc.
Yeah,
and then
Java chip.
I'm not sure, but at 1:00 at work every day, I start getting a little sleepy, and I just make a pour over really strong coffee with some cream, sugar, and it's just delightful. And it just wakes me up. And then like at 2 p.m. I'm kind of just like sitting at the computer just going, I feel amazing. It's like legalized drugs. I mean, this is insane.
I do something similar, but with a lot less love and care. I have instant coffee that I put in a mason jar, and then I put it in the microwave with some oat milk.
Does it have the same, so instant coffee, does it have the same caffeine content? I
don't know, but I don't think so.
I think it does. I think it's just freeze dried. It's crystallized.
Yeah. It's like coffee for people who are like really don't have a handle on what's going on.
And the house I stayed at last week had the craziest coffee scene. Many coffee.
For the listeners and watchers, Rick was in Alaska doing sound engineering
at what seems to be Batman's mansion.
It was basically Batman's mansion. If you would have seen the arsenal of weapons in the basement.
I love that.
The person's wife described it as like, this is a house of a 12-year-old.
Yeah. But if you have a mansion.
It wasn't a mansion.
So he's that wealthy. What bands does he represent besides
a lot of bands?
Who are the big ones?
I'll have to look it up, but hold on.
Beatles?
Off the top of your head, you must know.
He just got rid of Limp Bizkit. I know that.
That's his loss.
Killed them.
They're blowing up again.
I know. Sadly, I hate them.
Yeah,
there's no reason for me to hate. Let's get back to Degrassi. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh,
this is an important episode.
True. How'd we get off coffee? We were talking about
still. Time Stands Still, Part 1. Who sings Time Stands Still? Hannah.
I believe the answer was Rush.
Very good.
Thank you.
Let's get back to Degrassi, The Next Generation. We are in the hallway, and the trio of Rick, Toby, and who, Hannah?
Emma?
Yes!
Yeah.
What is happening?
He wants to quit the team because Jimmy is now on the team and he's being like super dramatic. I have like no sympathy for Rick, I guess. I really don't. I don't like him. so he wants to quit because Jimmy and Spinner have been bullying him. But instead, he goes to see Radditch, who, like I said, gives him one of the worst talks I've ever heard.
So Radditch is the principal, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a terrible principal.
He's a terrible principal.
Sorry, Dan Woods. You were very nice to me, but you are a terrible.
Yeah. Come to me when something real happens. Like, why do I have to wait for something real to happen?
I would say that maybe dumping somebody in a dumpster is real.
That's what I said, and I was like, why isn't he? I guess he didn't want to, like, narc on them, maybe. But he already is. If you're going to go big or go home.
So I want to go back to what Rick said. Rick said Dan Woods was very nice to him. So Dan Woods, the actor that plays Mr. Radditch, I'm guessing from Degrassi Palooza, you met him and had a conversation?
He was sitting next to me when you ditched us at the dinner table.
Oh, I was sorry about that. So what did he say to you?
He was just asking me many questions.
You did.
Really?
He did ditch us at that table.
Just
the only
me?
one who knew someone there.
He's like, I'm gonna go check in. Oh, you guys just stay here.
Yeah.
What did he say to you, Rick?
I can't remember. He was asking me about my life.
That's insane.
We're lucky we got there towards the end of their meal when they were just nice and boozed up and ready for anything.
And then that one actress was just talking to me about my dog.
Yeah.
What actress? What character?
The whatever the duo of
JC?
JC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what I think is the most funny about that story is that I went up to the hostess and said, "We're here for the Degrassi thing," and she said, "Yeah, it's over there." Like, clearly, she was like, "I don't know who the fuck these people are."
I mean, we were wearing suits, so we looked legit.
That is true. Oh, because we had, that's true. We drove right there from that.
Insane. Let's get back to this episode. Time stands still. Sorry. Okay, Rick.
Were you about to ask me again who sings that song?
I was gonna ask you again.
Still Rush.
So Rick and Radditch, that part, anything to add?
No.
We've kind of discussed.
I like it.
I would like to talk about how dangerous Jay and Spinner slamming Toby's mouth into the water fountain is.
Oh my God, yeah.
That, I think...
Did that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already it happened?
Yeah, it's like the next scene.
Okay.
This feels
right
like...
now we're at... Oh, go ahead, Hannah.
No, you can go.
Oh, we're outside and it's Sean, Spinner, and Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Jay pulls up in a baller car.
They all have X's, and Sean's like, I don't have a car, so I don't have an X on mine.
Mike, the Shapiro represents Run DMC.
That's just, I mean, has he been representing Run DMC since the 80s?
There's many.
Who are the big ones? Who's making the money?
Steve Vai, Run DMC, Crass.
Crass is making him money? Who else?
I'm joking. I don't know. I'm just like, there's a lot of like weird, like sort of metal-y bands. The Menzingers are probably making them a shitload of money.
Well, I'm happy.
It all adds up, bro.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Thursday. Okay. Anyway, back.
Okay, now I'm watching Toby at the drinking fountain.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I'm gonna watch it. You want me to turn up the volume?
Question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rewind a little bit.
Reject, where's your friend? As if I'm gonna tell you. Hey, Wiener. He asked you a question.
It's shocking.
Because he didn't really deserve it. And I feel like this season is like Degrassi starts to turn and you're like, oh, the kids are not nice at this school. Yeah. This is a bad school.
And I also feel like, is Toby friends with Rick?
He is.
In a way, I guess, kind of.
Yeah, all right.
Because JT has basically ditched him as a friend.
Yeah. That's true.
Temporarily.
Well, that's because he told everyone that he had a wet dream.
Oh, and he's the one who said stack of nickels or stack of dimes?
Stack of dimes.
So there is, at least in my mind, is it pretty obvious that Snake assembled this quartet because he was trying to smooth things out with Rick, right? So that Jimmy
sort of. Well, we missed it, but he caught Jimmy and Rick about to throw down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then put Jimmy on the team
as the sports specialist, strictly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And geography.
Is he a geography specialist?
When he stops him in the hall, he's like, "What are the 3 longest rivers in the world?" And he says, "The Nile and 2 other ones,
Amazon,
Amazon, and
the what? The Amazon."
Did you say Amazon? I think Hannah said Amazon.
I did say Amazon. I don't fucking know. What was the 3rd one?
The Nile?
No,
I said
it was
Nile.
at the Nile.
Oh, the Ganges?
The Ganges.
It was the
yeah.
Ganges. The Ganges.
Sydney's back. Why is Sydney back, Rick?
Craig called her to try to sell the house because that other person was going to get bottom dollar prices for a top dollar house.
Exactly. Heck yeah. Sydney looks wonderful. Wonderful. Well, how could he leave Sydney for?
I'm gonna say Sydney is a bigger catch than Caitlin.
I don't know. I think she seems a little weird.
Yeah, your
But then again, so does
your
Caitlin.
future fiance dumps you for his high school sweetheart. You're gonna be a little weird.
I guess that's so true. I also think it's so weird that Craig called her to come take care of him.
Yeah,
that's
weird.
Linda Schuyler throwing Pat Mastriani a bone to just continue his
the art,
not the TV career, acting career. He and Stacey Mistician.
I love when Sydney said, "You viciously dumped me for Caitlin."
Viciously. I'm sure that's not how that went down.
Yeah.
It's true. You have to think about this arc of going back to junior high, Degrassi Junior High, high school, school's out. Why would Caitlin come back in the first place? It seems insane.
She loves Joey.
But he's bald. How can you love a bald man?
I don't know.
It's impossible. It's physically impossible.
Did you see that post she posted about her real life husband being fake, an actor husband to Kelly from 90210 in a made for TV movie recently?
Yeah, that was a few months back, but I remember that. I loved it.
For a second, I just thought you were gonna say her husband was a fake actor husband, and I was like, "Wow, that's huge." No, I didn't see that.
No.
Well, you need to get on. You know what you're missing, Hannah, in your life? The old people social media called Haze.
I'm all over. I see her Instagrams. It's just usually, I'm like, I don't work out, so I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't. Like she showed up in a reel, and I back looked on her Instagram. I'm not friends.
Oh,
I would be. I have no qualms. I just don't add people normally.
Do you think Rick's suit is too big, Hannah?
Yeah, I think he's wearing his dad's suit. I'm like, where's his dad? Why is he wearing a suit? And then when he comes in and she's like, I heard you, Jimmy, and Emma and Rick are best friends. And Toby's like,
yeah,
I guess.
The smile that Rick gives is he's so happy.
He is so happy. He's
so delusional.
He has obviously mental health issues. If he's not in counseling and on meds, that's who I blame. Well, Radditch, of course, but the mom. The mom loves him so much, cannot see anything wrong with him.
Radditch should have been like, you can come back, but as a stipulation, you have to go to therapy.
Yeah.
Well, no, he is going to therapy. He's seeing Miss Sauvé.
That's not the same.
That's not, yeah.
They can't all see Miss Sauvé. She's got a lot on her plate.
Man, when the mom is hemming his dad's suit to fit him, and she's like, see, you got friends. I doubted that you would be able to go to Degrassi. I really wanted you to go to that other school. Again, mom's fault. Should have gone to that other school.
Also, she's going to hem that suit, but then just leave it the shape that it is.
Yeah.
Like, It still looks like a mushroom cap.
It's amazing that everybody in the next scene, everybody else is in just like normal ass clothes, and
Jeans.
then Rick is just in this giant suit.
It's insane. It's the
He's
kind of thing
trying
that
to-
I would do.
The host is not. Is the host in a suit? I feel like he's not.
He was in a suit, but a much more casual suit, as I recall.
Like maybe not a tie.
Like a gray with like a purple. I don't know.
Yeah. Like a game show host.
Yeah,
suit.
and Rick's wearing like a suit.
Yeah, he's in a suit.
Okay,
He's in a
cool.
suit. Yeah.
Best line of this episode. Hannah, what is it?
I don't know.
When Joey says to Craig, "Why don't you just invite Tessa
Tessa
Campanelli?"
Campanelli.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah. I was like,
Genius.
wow, we're just talking about it, I guess. And I also was like,
That means Joey told Craig that he fucked Tessa Campanelli.
and like somehow Craig can comprehend who Tessa Campanelli is.
What does Paige say to Rick right before the game show starts?
She
has her phone.
someone called.
No, she hands the flip phone to him and says, "Radditch called. He wants his suit back."
Yeah.
And then he snaps it and says probably something.
Take a message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't.
Which is a very fun way to respond to being bullied, I think.
I can't believe they brought an entire TV crew into this school.
They're crushing it at this point. Season 4, episode 7. Degrassi is one of the biggest shows probably in Canada, or at least for that teen demographic, and then in the US, it's probably top 5.
Yeah. They really upped the budget this season. It's clear.
And they're still making peanuts. What are some of the questions that are asked, Rick?
I only remember the Mordor question and the golf question.
How many rounds in a tennis match?
Yeah. I have a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yes, please.
Okay. So my conspiracy is that Radditch has a gambling problem, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Not as far-fetched as I thought your theory was going to be.
Okay. So he has bet money on this TV quiz show. And the only reason that he has brought Rick back is that he knows he's an ace in a hole for trivia. And so that is why Radditch has brought Rick back.
And
Not bad.
he bet double or nothing. Somebody would pour paint on him at the end.
Because there's that scene where it cuts to Radditch watching the game show in his office, and like Rick wins, and he goes, "Yeah."
Yeah. You know what? We could have really used like a dark Radditch storyline.
Yeah.
I would have liked it.
Instead, we got him on a bouncy ball working out.
God.
That's what it was in my head when Hannah said that. From the Northern team, the team from Northern High School, the star player is a tiny boy. If either of you know his name, I'll give you $100 right now.
Mike?
You got 5. Very close.
Nick?
1. Nope. Sorry. Neither of you won. It was Mick.
Nick. Let's hear more about Nick.
The only reason I remember...
It's probably in my background right now.
Yeah, it's because I can see Hannah's background. I knew it started with an M.
I can't see it. It's
Oh
too
my
small.
gosh. That's so good. I love it. Why is Mick the star? Why do you think they picked Mick as the, I guess, bookworm nerd for Northern?
Well, because Hannah doesn't know anything.
What are you talking about?
Me?
The other person's name is Hannah. I can see it on the screen.
And confirmed. Does not know anything. That little kid's the only one saying anything, I think. Mick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like both Toby and Emma only answer one question. So
Why is Emma on this team?
It's weird. It's weird.
She's not that smart.
Yeah.
She was smart earlier, like season 1, wasn't she?
She's like smart in a way where like she's kind of bossy and she likes what she likes.
I'll tell you this, she's not smart enough not to get catfished and almost murdered in a hotel room.
Wow, yeah.
That's the least of the problem. we think about the big picture.
What would
Sure.
you have done if the other team had God, I can't remember the catfish's
Jordan?
name. Jordan.
Jordan.
What if Jordan was on the other team?
Adam and tight.
Oh, that would have been so good.
My other favorite part of this episode, sorry, I'm jumping ahead, is when Sydney agrees to sell Joey's house, and she's like, all right, I need some music. And then you can see Joey's wheels turning, and she's like, but not that crappy demo tape that you always used to play me.
Dude. And which has one song on it.
Truth. I guess it's like end of regulation. They're going into sudden death and they take a break.
Yeah.
So in the restroom, what is happening, Hannah, with Jimmy and Rick?
The restroom, Rick walks up to Jimmy and is like, you know, we're buds. And Jimmy's like, kind of. And he's like, well, did you, he was like, yeah, I kind of messed up. I didn't get that sports question, which I also thought was weird. I was also like, why did Rick know that? And
well, it's
then,
because golf is not a sport, by the way.
Right. I agree. It's not. It's an excuse to ride around a little cart. And then Spinner and Jay walk in, which also the Spinner Jay thing is so new.
Well, they're delinquents, both of them.
Yeah, I guess that's all it takes.
Where Towers is just gone? Is he totally gone?
He is in this episode as like a background actor.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe he dated Liberty and got out of the bully game.
He's got to be pissed, like that he's not hanging. He's like, why am I in none of these scenes?
Mm-hmm.
I would be furious, Hannah.
Well, Towers has never said a word.
No, correct. He just was.
He just makes faces and rubs his hands.
Yeah.
Really? He never said a word?
I might be wrong, but I don't think he's ever said one word.
Okay, so Jay and Spinner lie and say, hey, we're cool, man, with Rick. And as Rick leaves, they pull out this, which I'm guessing is either like an antifreeze bottle or a Minute Maid orange juice plastic bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Either or.
That whatever tub they had the paint in. At this point, I'm very confused about the
It's
actions.
paint?
Yeah.
Why did I think maybe it was mustard?
It seems like it could be mustard. They could have got that out. Oh boy. It's totally mustard because they got it from the cafeteria that Spinner works at.
Yeah.
Mm.
And earlier, Jay calls Toby a wiener.
Oh boy.
Really? Wait, you didn't talk about also earlier when they're like, we know you spray painted those X's, and then he walks away and he does the action with his hands.
Yeah, like he would still be alive, spoiler alert, if he didn't do those X's.
Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy would walk.
God.
Jimmy would be walking.
Yeah.
If we really want to trace it all the way back.
Well, I mean,
plot-
really, Jimmy would be walking if Rick hadn't put Terry in a coma.
Yeah. Jimmy would be walking if Terry had never gone back to Rick.
How were they able to set up this bucket to dump onto Rick while an entire film crew was below them?
They said it's because because she's the vice president, she has accessibility to places that other people would not be able to.
I don't believe that.
She did that fast. She must be
of course. Yeah, it's a little unbelievable. They should have had a scene setting that up prior to it, but they also didn't know if Rick would be
a nice long scene of Alex rigging a bucket. They probably couldn't put that scene in because there's no logical explanation for how she could do that.
Yeah, no.
Directly above the middle center stage. Without a ladder.
It's impossible. Well,
I want to know how did they trigger it?
Alex was up there. That's how they hit it.
She was in the audience.
Yeah, she was in the audience.
She goes to sit down.
Everybody was in the audience. I want to know how they triggered it and how they triggered, we'll say it's mustard, to fall down and then afterwards the feathers to happen.
Yeah. I didn't even
Someone's
think about that.
Up there. Someone's got to be up there.
Towers.
There's a
Towers. That's where Towers is. Good one.
Towers is like, I guess, am I going to be in the shot? And they're like, Yeah. You even have a line. Here comes the mustard.
Before I forget, when they tied it up, Rick held Emma's hand so tight, and that had a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for, Rick? Had a lot of
Creepiness.
Cool. I can't think. No, it was hints of what is going to happen. Right?
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. My God, I was about to say foreplay. Oh dear.
Yeah, when he's holding onto her hand, that's no good.
Yeah, I didn't want to forget that. I am watching as the mustard. I thought it was paint, but now I'm going with the mustard with Rick. It's a disgusting looking mustard. It's got to be honey mustard.
Once you get into the mustard mindset too, you're like, he must reek. But then I kept on going, it's not mustard, it's paint. But then I was like, he must smell like mustard and feathers.
Well, it's got to be honey mustard. That's how the feathers stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm saying if it's regular mustard, those feathers are gonna stick to it.
Yeah, you're right. Excellent.
But
if you guys have a chance, Rick, if you have a chance after, when the mustard falls on Rick, just pause the screen and look at the faces of all the people in the audience. It's amazing.
Are they happy?
No, they're just. I mean, I'm just looking at like the random background characters and just them smiling, laughing. It's great. But Jimmy is, as soon as it hits, if you look at Jimmy's face too, he's just, mouth is just wide open, just so like, so good.
Okay, like if this would have happened in my school history, I do not feel like anybody would have laughed. It would have been like horror from everybody. And then it would have been like shit.
Unless everyone hated the person.
Yeah, maybe. But shit would have went down.
Yeah, if that happened to me, if I was the recipient of the mustard, I would have lost my mind. I would have just started punching anybody. Just anybody. Innocent people, children,
the host of the show.
Old men. Yeah, I just lose my mind. And it's like, I'd hulk out. That's what I call it.
Barking
out.
like a dog.
Yeah, why not?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Why not?
So, if this also would have happened to you, would the next thing that you immediately would have done would have been to try to kiss your crush?
I think at this point,
something has fractured.
Yeah.
He's lost his mind.
Yeah, the goo is loose.
Yeah.
But that hand, the grasp of the hand, he felt something special. And now he's in his most vulnerable state of mind. Emma comes out and says, those guys are idiots. And he's like, you're right. Let's kiss. It totally makes sense. Don't you think, Hannah?
It was like watching a horror movie, kind of.
Yeah.
She gives him the trophy, and the camera just pans away, and it's him just grasping.
And she's like covered in paint. I was like, this is so weird.
It's mustard.
Oh, mustard. It's mustard. Sorry, she's covered in mustard. Another thing that doesn't make sense to me. So was his mom hemming that suit the morning they were leaving for this game show?
Yeah.
And also, what time of day is this game show at school?
It's before lunch.
How?
Yeah, I don't know. Canada does
feel like
things differently, obviously.
When he goes home and gets the gun, I feel like there was a missed opportunity when he pulls that case out to open it up and it just have it be dueling pistols.
An antique.
Yeah, not a whatever.
A bayonet.
Yeah, just like something old timey. Like not a modern day gun.
I loved the little insight into Rick's home life. I kind of would have loved to have seen his dad, who was on a business trip. Maybe.
I agree.
I feel like his dad's gone.
His mom is a loving mom. She loves his son.
She's got to be messing him up.
Yeah.
In some way.
Yeah, I don't know, Hannah. I just don't know the answer to that question.
No, we don't have these answers.
The B plot is just so worthless to even talk about. But
I mean, the B plot also continues.
Yeah, but Hannah and Rick, when Caitlin shows up with her new short hair, she is beautiful. My God,
so cute. Yeah, adorable.
Just unbelievable.
Loved it.
When
She's so
Unbelievable.
chill about Sydney's name being on the lawn.
The first thing, hi, I've been gone for 180 days. What the fuck is Sydney's name doing on this?
Yeah. With Joey's track
around.
record, I'd be like, I've come here to murder you. I got this kid Rick's dad's gun.
I'm so happy. Anytime I post on social media, not every time, but often, Stacy Mystician, aka Kaylin, always comments, and I get so excited.
That's
coveted
that's
comments.
amazing.
I get
amazing.
so happy.
I'll tell you this. Y Lee is always liking my post. It's pretty fun. I'm like one of 20 one of his friends. Like I'm like 20. Like I'm like I haven't looked, but like I feel like I'm have to be in a minimal amount of.
Has Wiley? So for those listening, Wiley was a random background character in the original Degrassi Junior High, and when we first started this podcast, we would talk about him incessantly, and we met him in person in Canada at Degrassi Palooza.
Yeah, we also interviewed him. If you want to go back.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
I
that.
did forget about that. He
I
was
was trying
so
to make
fun
him
at
feel-
Degrassi Palooza. So
He
nice.
was having such a good time.
Mm-hmm. He was
Where
a
the heck
special
are
secret
we?
guest.
People were like, "What the hell? Who the hell is this?"
But we were screaming.
I was pretty happy. Rick gets the gun, and that's the end of part 1 of Time Stands Still.
Mhm.
And let's just end it there, and we'll talk next week. I'm excited for next week because things go crazy.
I know.
All right, guys, have a great one. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.